Hey guys, it's Emma here from Cruising Isn't Just for Old People, here today to bring you a crazy quick introduction to cruising. If you've never been on a cruise, maybe you're considering it, but listening to all the cruise jargon you have no idea what's going on, this is a brilliant video for you to start with. So the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to embark your cruise. So you get to the terminal, it's sort of like an airport kind of, you go through security and you'll be given at check-in a cruise card which has your name on it, and it will let you into your room and it will let you charge things to your onboard account. So you can pay for drinks, you give them your card, you pay for the casino with your card, everything's done on your card, you don't need cash on a cruise. So when you check in, like on an airline, you leave your bags, you check your bags in, and they make their own way to your cabin. It's usually between lunchtime and dinner time. But if you need anything in the daytime, if you need any medications or your swimming costume, things like that, make sure that you take them. I normally just stick my phone in my pocket and I'm not too bothered about all that stuff. So once you're on the ship, you can start thinking about food, which is the first place I go is for lunch. On a cruise, most of your food is already paid for in your fare. Most cruise lines tend to have specialty restaurants, so if you really want a particularly nice steak, you can go to a steakhouse or something like that. I never really go in specialty restaurants just because I'm a cheapskate and I feel like I've paid for my cruise and I don't want to pay for anything else. So it's really up to you, but you don't have to pay for any more food on the ship. So when you pick a cruise line, you can either choose one which has set dining, freestyle dining, formal dining or informal dining. It's completely up to you. You don't have to sit at a big table at the same time every day with people you don't know and make conversation. That honestly sounds like my worst nightmare. I always choose the more freestyle dining, which is kind of come as you go. That suits me much better. So once you've got your food, you can think about drinks. Most of your drinks aren't included on a cruise. Sodas and alcohols, things like that, aren't normally included. Blimey, that was hard. So on a cruise ship you'll have inside cabins, ocean view cabins and balconies. I think they're all pretty self-explanatory, but you can get some insane suites. You can have a bath on a cruise now, and that's just normal for some people, so if money's not an option, brilliant. But you'll find me mostly in an inside cabin. It suits me, I like them, and it's in my price range. So every day that you're in port, your ship will stop and they'll let you off and you can come back and you can go as you please. You'll use your cruise card to swipe yourself off and on so they know who's on board, and you have to take your passport or some kind of ID with you as well. Once you're in port, you're completely free to do whatever you want. You can take an excursion with the cruise line if you want to, or you can book one by yourself. An excursion is basically just like a little tour that they organise for you. The cruise ship ones tend to be more expensive, but there definitely are benefits to them. When you're back on the ship, there's so many things to do. There's usually theatre shows, there's music going on, game shows, that kind of thing. Pretty much every cruise line you go on, you'll get each day a daily itinerary which will line out what's happening when. Once you've had some brilliant food, some great drinks, watched some shows, been to some ports and things like that, it's time to get off, which is always sad, but it's usually pretty easy anyway. You get a luggage tag either from reception or you'll get it from somewhere. And you leave it on your bag the night before. You leave it outside, your whole bag outside the cabin. In the middle of the night someone will take it away, it will make its way off the ship and you'll pick it up when you get off. It depends on the cruise line how you get off in the morning. There's usually time slots and they'll call you by colour or something like that. Depends where you're travelling as well, if you need to go through immigration. I hope you've enjoyed this crazily quick introduction to cruising and what happens when you're on a cruise. I've got so much I could say about this. I think I'm going to have to make some videos to explain excursions and internet packages and drinks packages, and I could go on forever. But I hope this has convinced you to cruise if you're thinking about it. You definitely should. If you love food, if you love drink, if you love going for a swim, if you get to visit the world at the same time. I often forget that you get to get off the ship because I'm just having such a good time, but you should do it. So I think that's it from me this time, and I will catch you again. Look, every when you get a room, blah blah blah.